on it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm excited. So what I'm gonna get to you as soon as I can earlier in the week. I kind of want to give you a breakdown on what I want to do, what I expect for the when we do the recording in person. Um,
So all this
so
is all this will be recorded in the live. So maybe we don't talk about those. We're live now, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah, it was one thing I wanted to get off before. We'll talk about it later.
We'll keep it a secret, so all the audience will be in suspense. But we can show them the new toy. Bam.
I'm gonna. Hi, Sharice.
Oh, I gotta do the can't see the comment right here, chat.
You're gonna pull it out.
Hi,
And be like, no,
Cerise.
Paco, don't bring that out.
Now I can't. Cerise, Jason, check it out. New toy. So we can do some training. And it actually does the full range of motion. Slide goes to the rear. It's pretty cool. All right. Well, let's see. What's new? We got a bunch of good new stuff today. Big Red, what's up, fellas? What are we talking about today? We're going to talk about something really cool. So Adam's got some good questions. We're going to talk a little bit about the whole open carry thing that came out this past week. We had a really good performing video on TikTok. Right now it's about 65,000 views. A lot of people inquiring or asking or just sharing a lot about the open carry situation. A lot of videos came out. So we'll be talking a little bit about that once we get rocking and rolling, get everybody on. Sheree said, what the heck? That's what you're right, like a Lego gun. Big Red, you see that? What's up, Jose 5.0? Like a Lego gun. It's pretty cool. And you can drop the magazine. You can lock it to the rear. Locks to the rear like an actual full-on firearm. So it's pretty cool. We're going to use this on our classes for training. I was just about to ask that. Yep. Big Red. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit. We'll get some 5 more minutes and then we'll get a little bit of details to all the questions. Hi, Monica. California. I tell you, shaking my something like that. Yeah. It's something about you can only apply if your county has less than 200,000 people. Well, actually, if that all counties that have 200,000 people or more would be able to open carry, which would mean about 95% of all the counties in California. Jacob, what's up? So I can jump on it now. So last week in the Ninth Circuit Court, a panel of 3 judges shut down 6-7. Did I say 6-7? Yeah, I was like 6-7. I still don't know what it is. My teenagers don't know what it is, so I don't know either. But I like it. They struck down by saying that it's unconstitutional for us not to be able to open carry, right? And according to the Second Amendment, it sure is. But then the federal government gives the state the jurisdiction to be able to put forth all the laws that we have to follow to get a concealed carry permit. But on the open carry part, they just said it's unconstitutional. When they say that, a lot of the social media famous gun people started posting of what was said, and then a lot of people started assuming, oh, it's now legal to open carry in California. And so I'm here to tell you Are you a police officer? No, sir. Adam, stay on this guy. No.
No,
We,
no,
we
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So a lot of people are saying, "No, you can open carry now in California," and let me tell you, no, you cannot. So please do not open carry in California. It was just the three-judge panel struck it down, saying that it's unconstitutional, but no law has passed. Now the state is going to challenge that, and it will go back and forth in in um, in lawsuits. So until you hear from the state, until you hear from you'll hear the CRPA, California Rifle Pistol Association, the NRA, the USCCA, California Gun Owners Association. They'll come out and they'll say if and when that ever passes. It's a very, very tough tough law to pass, especially here in California. So please do not open carry. Veronica, am I able to carry my gun loaded in the trunk? Um, you can, but don't carry loaded in on your body. You don't want that firearm loaded anywhere else. If it's properly stored, locked, I would not carry a gun locked, loaded on there. Thanks, Pastor Paul. Yes, please do not carry. Do not open carry at all. Jacob Castro. Oh man. So yes, it's important for you to follow, a lot of the different organizations, the Second Amendment organizations, to stay well informed. Don't believe the hype when a lot of people out there are saying that you can open carry, because you can't.
So I think there was a couple of clips that we had to retract recently, and I know you and I talked about kind of going back over it. One of them, I believe, was open carrying while hunting. Do you remember? Was that the one? Was that the one of them?
I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't.
No. Okay.
I'm just kidding. Yes, I do. So Jason, one of our top fans, asked, I think a couple of lives ago, about open carry while hunting, and in the middle of the conversation, I think there was some talk about also bow hunting, and I said that no, you cannot open carry while hunting, but you can. If you're out hunting and you have a hunting license, and you have your tag and you're out there hunting, you may open carry a firearm. So I told Adam, let's talk about that, because I wanted to retract that I said that you couldn't, and you can. And just want to remind everyone, right? Like, number one, I'm not an attorney. I am an instructor. I am not the Department of Justice know-it-all either. I do a lot of research. I try to find as much good information to share with you. I encourage you to do the same, but from time to time, I will make mistakes, but it's important for me to retract that when I do it. I think another one that we had talked about was when SB2 first passed, about carrying, concealed carry in restaurants. We talked about you could carry in a restaurant as long as the main source of their serving or revenue was not alcohol. And I said that you can carry in a restaurant the source of alcohol, and that is also, you cannot carry after SB2 passed. It got stayed, and then it got shut down. So no carrying in restaurants as of right now. Again, those are things that are going back and forth in the Ninth Circuit Court, and if it's something that's going to be elevated to the Supreme Court, it hasn't happened yet. Jacob Castro, asking all kinds of open-ended questions.
I took care of it.
Jose Vargas, will I be in trouble if I don't have insurance and I 100% defended myself, resulting in someone's death? Jose, again, I'm not an attorney. You don't need it. The law doesn't state that you have to have insurance if you have a concealed carry permit. It is. I would suggest that you have insurance, But if you are involved in a self-defense situation, by not having insurance, you will not be in trouble. But anytime that you're involved in a self-defense situation where you use your firearm, just know that there will be some legalities that you will be going through, regardless of whether you're at fault or not.
Yeah,
Right.
that's good.
Any other
One of
question?
the So lately, I've been getting inspired by those unique questions. You know, the one with the restaurant, the one about the hunting. Someone else had recently asked about while they were fishing. So my question is, if I'm hiking on federal land and cross into state land, does anything change? Pretty loaded.
If you are if you're on federal land and you cross into state land, I'm not even going to try that one. You shouldn't be carrying out there like in a Yosemite Park or anything like that. But while that's a great question, that's not something that I know. So I would
Mm-hmm.
reach out and or consult an attorney, right, a firearms attorney. Romo, do you know if there's a way to find out if an earlier appointment date opens up for your CCW interview? You could always reach out to the issuing agency. So once you submit your application, like in Fresno County, you pick a date, and let's just say it's February 21st. You can call next week and say, hey, I submitted an application last week or the week before. Want to see if you have anything open. And from time to time, they will. Veronica said, Paco, did you say we cannot carry in any restaurants? Correct, Veronica. Do not carry in a restaurant. And again, big disclaimer, right? In no way uh, am I a legal expert. So very important that if you have a CCW, that you are informing yourself of all this information by reaching out to the Department of Justice, taking a look at that USCCA website. At the very bottom, it has the reciprocity map and gun laws. That is by far one of the best resources that lets you know the do's and don'ts for now. So please do so. Um, I try to give you as much information as I might know, but from time to time, I could be wrong. All right. Well, that's a question. What does it take to get a CCW? Alex, dat 559. You have to submit an application through your issuing agency. So your county sheriff, depending on the county that you live in, submit your application to them. Once you submit the application, you go through a background check, go do your fingerprint, call some references, and then once you're done with that, then you will also need to have the 16-hour training that we provide. You can go to 559ccw.com, check out all that information about the training that you need. Now, you can do either or. You can do the training. Like if you know your background, you know your record is clean, there's nothing to worry about, go ahead and do the training ahead of time because the issuing agency, the county sheriff, would rather you have all your training done when you submit your application. If you're not too sure, there might be something on your record that you'd like to clarify first with the issuing agency, then I suggest you apply first. If you visit our site and click on resources or on the counties tab, you're going to find a lot more additional information. If you click on each one of those county tabs, you're going to have the application link to Tulare County, Merced County, Kings County, Fresno County, Madera, and Plumas. The information there, once you click that link to the sheriff, to the county sheriff website, all those details are going to be there as to what the process is for each one of them, although most of them are the same. Cherie said, will the USCCA still represent you if you don't get the insurance? No, you'll need to have the insurance. Adrian, is your CCW valid in another county besides the one you got it? Yes, great question, Adrian. So once you get your CCW, whether you're in Fresno County, Tulare, Madera, Merced, it's that concealed carry permit is valid in the whole state of California, plus an additional 28 states. So if you also go to the reciprocity map on the USCCA website, at the bottom, you click that and click on California. It'll show you the other 28 states where your California CCW that you can get through us is valid. So it's good through the whole state and 28 additional states. Big Red, how tough is the interview with the agency you would be applying for? Not difficult at all. It's just a conversation about the information on your application. It's a shall issue state. So as long as you pass your background and you fulfill your training, the application process is just that, a conversation about everything on that application. If there's anything on your record from a ticket to anything like that, it's just talking through what happened there. So not very hard, Big Red. See, what else? You got anything, Adam?
Yeah, I got another question.
With no more federal, state, through space, desktop, spaceship type of laws. Okay, don't trump me so hard.
It was about to be a space one thing. I was gonna be like, what if you're walking on the moon and
if you're walking on the moon, you got to pull out one of these.
Paco, what the heck? Put that away.
Drop the mag, reload, and get ready to rock in space. Bam. Good training done. You'll scare all the extraterrestrials with this one.
Is that new? Like, did you just get that?
Well, I got targeted by some, I don't know what the name of I forgot the name of the ad on social media, but this thing came up and how it was very realistic. And I said, you know what? I could use these for training because I use the yellow guns. And so the difference between the yellow guns and this one is the yellow gun is just one big piece of plastic. This one, they have a magazine, they have a magazine release, they have a slide lock. So if you want to actually go through the whole motions with a training device like this, it's so much better. So yeah, I bought 3 of these so that way we can do it training on the in-person classes. Nice. I don't even have that. Jake Camargo, Jorge, is there any classes that do shooting practice at the range? I don't have classes where we go do shooting at the range when I'm. No, Jacob. No real bullets in the training gun. Whenever I'm at the range, if I'm doing qualifications there and you like to come through and just fine tune your skill, I could definitely help you while I'm on there. On West Shaw in Fresno, there is 69 Zone 5. Yes, so you can go to, it's called The Range, right next to the Police Science Academy. They do have some training there. If you go to the fire line also has some intro to firearms where you can go in there and they'll work with you on a one-on-one. Like I said, while I don't do one-on-ones at the range privately, when I'm there, I can help you.
What should someone do if someone else accidentally sees their firearm and freaks out?
And what should one do if somebody accidentally sees your firearm and freaks out? Well, depending on what freaks out means, right? If they start yelling at you or anything like that, remove yourself from the situation. It's your decision, but you may, if you feel that individual or the place where you were at is going to reach out to law enforcement, you might want to reach out to law enforcement first and let them know that you were at a specific place and unfortunately your firearm has been exposed from your holster on your waistband or wherever this firearm was at, and that during that firearm being exposed, that somebody reacted a little bit abrasive about it or very abrasive about it, and you want to inform them and maybe stay put till they come and go through that. So be as responsible as you can be, but if that's not the case, then the main thing is just to remove yourself from that situation.
Yeah. I like that. At 6:20, should we do the Wheel of Deals?
Something I just want to ask the in public with Jacob Castro. What motivates your multiple questions? Are you in the USA? Where are you at? But yeah, let's do it. I think we should spin the wheel. What do we have today? Did we have? We didn't have a lot of questions.
Some
If
good
you
ones.
have your credits, what I meant by that is your badge. Not sure what that one meant. But what do we want to do? Oh, let's just do the discount deal.
Yeah, let's take care of that.
Adrian said, in what way would you get your CCW revoked or taken away? Jacob Castro said he's in Texas. Um, well, that's at the discretion of the issuing agency that you go through, the sheriff. But there are multiple. Carrying where you're not supposed to, exposing your firearm, drawing your anything that would violate that would be grounds to get your CCW revoked. Sometimes, depending on what you violated, they might give you a warning, but it's very touchy. If you break any of those small laws, it might be revoked.
Let me know when you're ready.
All right, let's do it. So we're about to do the Wheel of Discount. So if anybody's looking to purchase a course now, you're going to be able to get it for $115. So you get $50 off today if you use coupon code 115, and I believe that'll be till 6:45. Adam will put it on till 6:45. Anytime after that, it goes right back up to 165. Let's see. Monica says, what does the fee look like for a background application with the Sheriff Department in Fresno right now? I think it went up to $283. Go to our website, 559ccw.com, click on county, select the county you live in. The sheriff website is there. Click that. It'll give you the exact fees for each one of the counties, but I believe Fresno County should went up to $283. Adam, help me out with Jacob. Let's see, Dromo, if I haven't had my interview yet and already submitted my live fire qualification for a firearm and I purchase a new firearm, would I still be able to add it? If I haven't had my interview yet and already submitted my live fire qualification, if you already submitted your certificate you'll have to do an add-on. Dromo, did you do that with me or did you do it with someone else? All right, so only valid till 6:45. The $165 online course only. You'll be able to get it for $115, so that's a $50 discount. $50 discount going on right now for everybody that showed up to our live. Take advantage of that if you want to save some money. So Dromo, if you could, not sure if you did it with us or not, but if you already submitted, you'll have to do, or just reach out to the sheriff and tell them that, hey, I submitted, I'm waiting for my interview. Can I go and do another live fire qualification and then add it and submit a different certificate? They might help you by doing that. All right. Anything else? Oh, cool. Yeah. Just call them because they're already going to have it in your packet. So you call them and say, hey, I submitted it. Can I retract that? Meet me at the range. I'll be there tomorrow at 5:30, or just send me a text. I'll send you the link so you can get to the range with me tomorrow or Thursday, and then I'll reissue you that certificate with the additional firearm, so that way you don't have to incur additional costs. But clear that with the sheriff department first, please. All right, we got 5 more minutes. Any other questions about open carry, nothing about federal and state land, but something simple, something that your humble servant can help you with. That was a good one, Adam. They get touchy, but
Yeah,
what else you got?
it was when I thought about it, I was like, that's kind of it's really really vague. It's kind of general because I mean, there's so many different ways to interpret it, and it's always the same
When
answer,
you're
right? Like,
backpacking, yeah, when you're
yeah,
backpacking, you better know where. I mean, it's a great question. When you're backpacking, you better know where you're going and what your trail looks like. It's kind of like hunting, right? If you're out there hunting and all of a sudden you find yourself in private land, you can be in a lot of trouble if you're in the wrong area, shooting and stuff like that. So, same here. When carrying a firearm, know where you're going, know where you're going to be traveling to or through. That's one of the responsibilities of carrying a firearm. Let's
how do you
see.
feel?
Veronica, say I'm at an ATM and someone tries to grab my money and am I able to draw my gun? If you feel your life is being threatened and you feel like you could lose your life and something like that, then absolutely. I think we go over a lot of things, scenarios like that, right, on the in-person classes, and a lot of times it's really hard to give a direct answer because multiple times I say, "Hey, if you're gonna take my phone and steal it from me, go ahead, take it. I'm not gonna risk my life or your life over a cell phone or over my money." So any of you out there ever want to mug me, if that's all you want to do is mug me, you can. I'm gonna let you take my money. I'm gonna let you take whatever. If you try to hurt me or my family, then I'm gonna defend myself, and things might not be good for you or me, but in no way, shape, or form would I condone that. It's very important that you try to avoid escape, defend at any cost, in that specific order. But if you're on ATM, somebody comes, grabs your money, and tries to hurt you, then please do defend yourself.
Yeah, nobody wins in that situation.
Yeah, looks like the 69 zone 559. I'm not sure who they're having a conversation with.
I think that was regarding to Veronica asking that question.
Oh, got it. Great. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you all when you communicate with each other and help each other with some of those questions that I might miss. Can you have more than one on your CCW to carry? 69 years old, yes. Up to six in Fresno County on your CCW, and you can carry up to two firearms at once.
That was great. A lot of good questions today.
Get more punch. How often do you do the class? The in-person class is once a month, and the online class is 24/7. So you can take that online course at any time. It's at your own pace. It auto saves the progress. So when you log out and get back in, you're going to start right off where you left off. But the in-person class is once a month. The next one is on Saturday, January 24th. You can find all that information at our website, 559ccw.com. You can click on in-person classes. It's going to take you right to my USCCA site that has all the dates for my in-person classes there. Victor, I have an interview at the end of January with Fresno County. Is there anything particular to prepare for? No, not necessarily. Again, it's going to be 15, 20 minutes. Just have a conversation about, what's on the application, and they'll ask why you want to get a CCW, and let them know to defend yourself and your family. But it's just going to be verifying a lot of the information that's on the application. 6:30. All right. Well, thank you all for joining today. Happy New Year. Hopefully, you had great holidays. Don't forget, if you are thinking of purchasing the course online, we have discount code 115. That'll get you the course for only $115. That's the lowest. I've seen it all up and down California for an online course like ours, that is set up like ours, that is accepted by every county that we are listed on. So you're going to save $50 on 16 hours of training. this is the time to take advantage of that by going to our website and entering during checkout, where it says have a coupon code. That's where you put 115. One more question. After completion of the online class, is there in-person shooting portion? Yes, sir, or yes, ma'am. Um, couldn't tell on the picture, but there is a live fire. So as soon as you're done with the online course, you're going to get an email with next steps. That email is going to have a link to my live fire range calendar. So you pick a date and a time right there, and then I will personally meet you at that range, and we will do your live fire qualification where you'll have to have 50 rounds for up to 3 firearms. We're going to shoot from the 10, 7, and 3. You'll need 36 holes in the target out of 50. If you have more than 3 firearms, then we'll need 100 rounds. I'm looking for safety, that you know your firearm, that you know how to load it, unload it, and all that good stuff. So, yes, you will get next steps instructions after you're done with the online course. And I'm available to you at any time. You can text me, call me, and we'll get any question you have answered for you. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll catch you on the next one.